going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to all you visionaries, man. Salute. Of course, we're back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV with another one. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course, and I appreciate all the love and the support. Appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to all you guys, man. Salute. I'm going to get over here to the chat room and give some shout outs. But while I do that, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share today's show. Make sure you share today's show. We're going to get into it today. We are going to get into it today. Shout out to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat. Much love. Clown Shoes, what's good? Shout out to Isakuma in the building. Shout out to Just Act Shaw. Much love to you. Shout out to Just Act Shaw. Always coming through and holding down the chat. Shout out to you. Kevin Foles in the building. Salute. What's up, Monique? What's going on? Shout out to Just Jay in the building. Much love to you. Shout out to Marlisha. Much love. Hey, Miss Angie. Shout out to you, Miss Angie. Shout out to you. Always coming through and holding down the chat as well. Much love, Miss Angie, as always. Charles Ramsey in the building. Blessings. Salute to my brother, Mr. Sutton. Salute, my brother. Salute. Isakuma says, bruh, I just couldn't do it personally. Sounds like a whole identity crisis. I have enough of that at times, me being me as a man. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn in the building. Salute. M. Mills, what's up, M. Mills? Shout out to my brother, the number one grinder. Salute, my brother. Salute. Good to see you, bro. Fierce Soul, what's good, Fierce Soul? What's good, fam? Shout out to the OG Mace in the building. Salute. What's up, Letitia? Good to see you as always. Shout out to Letitia in the building. Shout out to M. Mills in the building. Salute to Shango Zulu in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute, fam. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everyone that is in the building. Y'all see today's show, man. Y'all see today's show. We are going to get into it today because shout out to Golden Child, man. Salute, fam. This is something that we really need to speak about as men because it's getting crazy out here at work, man. It's getting entirely out of hand. It's getting out of hand, man. It's really getting out of hand. And these things, a lot of times we choose not to address, but we have to address it today. We have to. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share today's show. Also, if you would like to check out the article, the link to the article is in the description box. The link to the article is in the description box. Shout out to Golden Child. He says, family, salute, fam. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. If you would like to check out the article, the link to the article is in the description box. But y'all see today's show. Profiting off of men's thirst. The NFL hires the first trans cheerleader. Yes, they did. Just like they drafted the first openly gay male player, they have just hired the first trans cheerleader. And the crazy part about it is the cheerleader is going to be cheering for the Carolina Panthers right here in Charlotte, right out here in Charlotte, North Carolina, right out here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Why is this, or why should this be a topic of discussion for us brothers? It's because, brothers, they are trying to profit off of your thirst. Brothers, this has nothing to do with people's sexuality. This is all business. Shout out to Junior Ali. Salute, fam. This is a business. This is business. And I need black men to really understand how they market things to us. And how they are able to get away with this, to get away with not only hiring them, but getting people to accept it. This is why I'm speaking on this, because this is a problem. See, as a heterosexual male, we have to stand up. And it's sad that we have to do this, but we have to begin to defend being straight men. We have to begin to show, and it's sad, but we have to show that we're straight men. Because there's a onslaught on heterosexual black masculinity. They're trying to do away with straight masculine black men. They're trying to do away with this, whether you guys believe it or not. And if you guys are here, do me a favor and please answer the poll. Shout out to everybody in the building. Torian says, if people haven't read the Black Bible, the ISIS Papers by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, I highly suggest you do ASAP. She explains this occurring way back in the 80s. Exactly, my brother. This is how I learned what the attack on black men was about. Straight black men. You see? And fellas, you have to understand that they are using your sexuality against you. They're using how sexual black men are, and they're turning it and weaponizing it against us. This is why you hear here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, I promote family. And the reason why I do this, fellas, is because this is why I did the show. I think it was about a month or two ago, where I asked the question, should black men be monogamous? Is that the best thing for black men today? Especially for heterosexual black men. This is one of the main reasons why I said this. See, because They're using the fact that the majority of us black men are not sexually disciplined. You know, a lot of us can't go most dudes can't go a week without having sex, whether he has a woman or doesn't. So most guys, they can't hold out. Then a lot of guys are very sexually irresponsible. I'm speaking on black men. Let's just keep it 100, brothers. We don't like to wear condoms. Let's just keep it 1,000. We're not talking to women. Okay? I know there's women in the chat, you know, but you ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. Niggas don't like to wear condoms. We don't. We like to go raw dog. They're using these two things. And with the element of thought culture, where you could walk outside and see some ass twerking anywhere. They're using this, fellas, to profit. They're using this to profit. This is a market. Us not being sexually disciplined, us not being sexually responsible. It's a market for this. There's a market for this. There's a market. There is a subculture in thought culture. And this little subculture is filled with transsexual men. See, you guys, when y'all talk about thought culture, y'all forgot to add the trans men who black men are sleeping with also. See, y'all don't never want to talk about that. Y'all don't never want to talk about that. But there's a lot of black men who are getting caught out here with these transams. A lot of them are catching murder cases. A lot of them are catching felonious assault charges. A lot of them are getting assaulted by the transsexuals because these trannies are escorts. They're profiting off of you men's thirst. Because see, a lot of you dudes who are running around doing this shit, y'all are still running around here claiming to be straight men. Y'all are claiming to be straight men. This is what y'all are doing. This is what's going on. Why do you think there's an influx of transsexuals in inner cities, in the main parts of the city? Why do you think there's an influx of them? Huh? See, 1 + 1 is not 3. Shout out to Bert. What's good, Bert? 1 + 1 is not 3. How all of a sudden there's an influx of transsexuals in all of your major cities, Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C., all of your main hub cities, Philadelphia. Why do you think there's an influx of this stuff? Because there's too many thirsty dudes. Some of you dudes are so thirsty that y'all are sliding off with these trannies. Shout out to my brother Po Boy Films in the building. Some of you dudes are so thirsty that y'all are sliding off with these trannies, with these tranny escorts, that now, because it done got so big in the streets, the underground, it done got so big in the streets that now the mainstream wants some of that money. See, you got to understand, there is a thin level between the streets and corporate America. This is the line. This is the streets. This is corporate. This is the streets. This is corporate. This is corporate. This is the streets. So understand how corporate gets their trending things to invest in. They look down at the streets. They send people out down to the streets. Understand how this works. So if they know that there's a demand in the streets for something, they're going to find a way to be able to patent it, to put something behind it so they can sell it legally. This is what they're beginning to do with you guys who are disgusting, who are nasty. See, now they're trying to appease all of the guys who are into this. Now they're going to put it on the main stage. You don't have to hide your love for trannies no more. This is how sick this world has gotten. And it is because of the actions of men. It is because of our actions, fellas. Our actions, the actions of men. You see? All that DL shit is not on the DL no more. They getting ready to put it on TV. Okay? So you ain't got to hide no more. Now you could bring your boyfriend, even though you call him Tyra, you could bring that nigga to the football game now. This is the world that we're in now. This is the world that we're in. This is where we're at, fellas. And you wonder why I always say it's a spiritual war? They have transsexual cheerleaders. So now your son could fall in love with men at a young age. You see what I'm talking about? Now your son could know what it is to like a man at 5. He could tell you the first time he liked a man. But we keep worrying about and talking about what black women doing. But black women is our main fucking problem, right? Black women, right? Black women. So are black women putting transsexuals on TV in the NFL? So when your son watched the football game with you, he don't know if he looking at a man or a woman now. Did black women do that, nigga? Huh? I told y'all approximately 3 years ago to stop talking about women. You see how much shit is going on while you're talking about black women? You see what's going on? You see what's going on? Guess what? The NBA is next. The NBA is next, nigga. If they didn't already slide them in there. See, because just in case you didn't know, the rap industry been had the trannies in the videos. You just didn't know. See, you like all these Latinas, the Latinas. The Latinas. Those are the ones who are in the videos who are really men. The Latinas. Yeah. That's Jose and Manuel dressed up as Sophie the Body. Big Booty Lala. These are men as video models. They been had them. Did you know that? Did you know that? Huh? You still think it's cool to be thirsty? Oh, we can have options. Yup, you can have a man dressed up as a woman now. There's your options. Cause see, I'm a straight man. I don't want too many options. I only want a woman. What other option is it? What other option is it? You niggas talk about options. What options? A woman's a woman. I don't care if she's from Bangladesh, wherever. She's a woman still. So what options are you niggas talking about? What options are y'all talking about? Oh, we know what option. You want a different sexual preference. That's what it is, right? Just say it. See, because the mainstream media knows what you men want. They know what you want. They know. See, you can lie to DS1 all you want to. Shout out to Tony Anthems in the building. See, they gonna give you what you want, boy. They gonna give you what you want, boy. They know what you want. Keep lying to me. They know what you want. That's why they put it on TV. See, they're gonna put it on television. See, you can't say you didn't want it. Because remember, the trans men were for the men who were on the DL. This is for the DL niggas. You know, the ones who think they're masculine, but they're not. You know, these guys. You know, remember back in the day, Ricky Lake used to do shows about these guys. These guys. Shout out to Golden Child. He said, keep cooking, big bro. I'm on the move. I'm going to catch back up. No doubt. Salute, fam. I appreciate the double up. These guys. These guys. You know, remember Maury used to do shows about it where they used to ask you if it's a man or a woman. Remember that? And a lot of you dudes couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. Remember? You see? You see? Whatever's in the dark gonna come to light. There's no such thing as being on a DL, nigga. That's called being sneaky. That's all that is. There's no such thing as being on the DL. That's called being sneaky. And what's ever in the dark gonna come to light. So now that it's out there, because of you dudes being blown up by these transsexuals, I'm not even gonna call them chicks. Basically chicks with dicks. You know, the T.S. Madisons of the world, the what's homegirl name who ran through the industry? What's homegirl name who ran through mad rappers? Mad rappers and smashed her. What's this nigga name? Sydney Starr. Yep, there you go, Torian. Sydney Starr. You see, people like them two brought all you niggas to the light. Which is why now there's a market for transsexual men. This is why it's a market now. It's a market. Now they can now do business in the marketplace because of the men who sponsored them, who spent money, who've made trans men a commodity. Now trans men are useful in society. They are actually being seen as mates now. Why is this? Because of men's thirst. Because of men's thirst. Do you see what's going on, fellas? I hope y'all are following me. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hope y'all following me, man. Because this shit is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, man. You dudes just need to come out and say what it is you want and say who it is you are. Because guess what it's doing? It's making it harder and harder for the straight black men, for the heterosexual masculine man. Because now what you guys love for transsexual men, now they have something called transmasculine. Now they have something called transmasculine, where now they're infusing masculinity and femininity together. Well, he's in the transitional phase of going from female or going from male to female. But even if he's still considered a woman, he still can be considered masculine. Transmasculinity. Transmasculinity. And when y'all go and check the article out, which is in the description box, you're going to see that the transgender cheerleader is a black man. Is a black man. is a black man. Ain't that some shit? It's a black man. So with all the other shit we got to deal with as black men, as straight black men, as straight black men. See, because that's who I could speak for. That's who I could speak for. As straight black men, this is a problem. This is a whole new issue. This is a whole new issue. Because now with these trans guys becoming so normal, because they running rampant through inner cities, y'all. They're running rampant. They're running rampant. They're running rampant, y'all. And as men, we really got to get our shit together, man. We really do. Because they're profiting off of this shit. Not only spiritually, but financially. And now that this shit is in the NFL, this is going to be a problem for the youth. Let's just look at how the NFL might be in the next 10 to 15 years. You might have whole teams with trainee cheerleading squads. This might start an epidemic where now you're going to have young trans guys wanting to be cheerleaders in high school. You're going to have whole cheering squads full of transsexuals. Now listen, I'm not against nobody's sexual preference. But I shouldn't have to sift through all of this bullshit because I want my sons to grow up and be like their dad and be straight men. Come on, think about this. Y'all sitting at the game with your son. He young. And you and he might say something about the cheerleader, and you got to tell him, no, son, don't say that. That's not a woman. Think about this, fellas. This is the type of shit that we're dealing with in the world while y'all sitting online talking about black women on welfare all fucking day. This is why I always had a problem with y'all. While our sons is being sexually suggested to go a certain goddamn way. We're not talking about that though, but we keep talking about if black women are good to date. We still talking about that when most of you niggas don't even date women. That's what I'm starting to realize. Most of you dudes who sit around and talk about black women all day is because you're not with them no more. You don't want them no more. Y'all want men. And I never wanted to say this shit. Never. Yo, me and my homegirls have argued about this shit. Literally argued. But this shit is literally materializing in front of me. Why do we have a transgender cheerleader? Why? For what? For what? For what? Why? I'm pretty sure they put out some surveys before they hired this person. I'm pretty sure. insisted on having transgender cheerleaders? Who insisted on this? Okay, transgender athletes. Okay, cool. Transgender athletes, artists, rappers, actors. Okay, cool. But a cheerleader? A cheerleader? What's good, Dice? What's up, Shaw? Good to see you. Shout out to Shaw Newsom in the building. A cheerleader? A cheerleader. Do you know the purpose of cheerleaders? Y'all put in the chat room, what's the purpose for cheerleaders? I need to drink some water, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building, by the way. Salute to everybody. I need y'all brothers in the chat room, ladies too, because the ladies are in the building. Why do y'all think, what do you think the purpose of cheerleaders are? What is the purpose of cheerleaders? What is the purpose of cheerleaders? Judge Jay says, encourage the men to play harder. Okay. Bert says the sexually suggested support of the team. Right? Exactly. To bring high morale to sporting events. To get men excited. That's what I was looking for. Exactly. Shout out to ES. Now, Just Jay, you were correct. Torian, you were correct also. But y'all were basically like defining it. ES understood my point and where I was going. To get men excited. To get men, not women, men, males, not females, not girls, not women, men, males, to get us excited. I know you was trying to be modest. Shaw says to work up the men's. Encourage those players to work harder. Thank you. In that way, yes. Yes, it is to get the men worked up sexually. Sexually. Astro Atmosphere says that demon ain't getting men testosterone up. Shaking my head. America is sick. Yes, they are. But the sad part is, Astro, is they are getting men testosterone up. That is why they hired a female cheerleader, my brother. That's why they hired a transgender cheerleader. It's going down. Yes. And it's not only going down in the DM no more. It's no longer a secret. These men are no longer hiding it. It's no longer a secret. Okay? This is why they're in the NFL now. And now I'm starting to see exactly why. They always told us since I was young, because my family's in a nation. They always said, don't involve yourself in sport and play. Don't get into the rap industry. Stay away from Hollywood. Stay away from all of this shit. And now I'm starting to see exactly why. Because these people are sick. These people are sick. So now I have to deal with transsexual suggestions being thrown at my sons through media. Through media. All my son got to do is watch a football game. All he got to do is watch the Carolina Panther game. All you got to do is watch the Carolina Panther game. That's all he has to do. That's all he got to do. But when we talk about masculinity here on YouTube, here in Black YouTube, when we talk about masculinity, all we could talk about is providing for a woman, protecting a woman. But what about the spiritual protection of men? What about this type of stuff? What about this type of stuff? Huh? What about this? Astro Atmosphere says Russia mad at us because all of the rainbow stuff in the US, they have zero tolerance. Yeah. What's up, Soft Sand? Soft Sand says, just as with modern warfare, they understand psychology to perfection, working off of men's carnal avarice of bloodlust. Great point. Shout out to Soft Sands. Because they're working on the carnality of men. This is why today's show is profiting off of men's thirst. Because you have some men out here, and I don't know who it was earlier, but they said that because it's a transgender cheerleader that some guys won't get turned on. And I said I beg to differ. Because there's some men out here who are sexual deviants. And when you're a sexual deviant, you don't always impose your sexual deviance on other people. Sexual deviants also do things to themselves. Understand this. Sexual deviants are also very sexually abusive, and they do wild shit to themselves. They don't just do it to other people. They do it to themselves. They take on crazy sexual things onto themselves. They don't just put them off and unleash it on other people. So you have guys, listen up, fellas. You have guys who are so sexually perverted that they just got to get it. They just have to get one off. They have to get one off. And y'all can look this up. This is not me being funny or, me dick policing, because that's what they're gonna say about this stream. No, it's an actual fact. Because it goes back into a person's psychology. Like the last person just said when I read their comment. Soft Sands. But there's guys who have to get one off so much, and they're willing to get it off at all cost. There's guys out here like that. They get it off at all cost. So they'll get it. They will involve themselves in gay sex and don't consider themselves gay. Because they just doing it to get a nut. They don't like the person. This is why they say that they're not gay. Because they're saying that they don't like the person. They're not into men. They just used a man to bust a nut. This is how they look at it. This is how sick they are. This is how sick they are. They just use the man to bust a nut, but they're not gay. They're not gay, though. They're not gay. These guys also, these are your guys that participate in shit like glory holes. You know, the glory hole guys. These are your glory hole guys. Because if you would just willingly go in a public bathroom and see a hole in the wall and stick your dick in a hole in a public bathroom wall, and you start getting something back, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of, yes, it's disgusting, fellas, but this is the kind of shit that's going on. This is why now they can now put it in people's face. See, they couldn't do it before because it wasn't acceptable. Y'all have to understand how this stuff works. This is why I showed y'all the level between corporate and the streets. This is why I'm showing y'all this. This is how corporations figure out the demand for products. It starts in the street. So if they know there's a high demand for transsexual sex in the street, these trainees are making millions of dollars, thousands of dollars a month because of black men hiding their sexual desires. Man, we got to put this shit on a big stage. We got to see how much money we can make. So let's put a transsexual on a supposed heterosexual stage platform. So you got to remember, the NFL is still a platform. Still a platform. If you're a cheerleader for the NFL, you're on the highest level of cheerleading. That's the biggest platform you can cheer on. Shout out to Heels In. Appreciate you, family. So why, you got to think about this, fellas, if this stuff is not in demand in the street, why would they then take a chance to put something like that on the main stage if they're not guaranteed to make a certain amount of money? And even if they don't make the amount of money they thought they would make, they would get the impact, because that's what they're looking for. See the money is just the icing. See, the cake is the response, the energy that they're going to get when people see this transsexual cheering. What if this trainee blows up and become popular? Now this trainee's on magazines, NFL magazines, sports magazines. What if he make Playboy? What if he make the cover of the ESPN magazine? What are we talking about, fellas? Y'all still think it's a game? Y'all still think it's a game? Shout out to Bronze Dip. Good to see you, sweetheart. Torian says the NFL is for this, but against a man taking a knee. They're against masculine men, Torian. They're against masculine men, Torian. You know that. When you stand against something, oh, you're too masculine. How many NFL players right now are speaking up about this? Why there's no NFL players speaking up about this transgender cheerleader? Why? Why? Oh, well, we're grown men in the NFL and we can make the choice. We're not talking about grown men, buddy. Because I can hear Brandon Marshall right now. I hear Brandon Marshall in my ear. Because he think he could just make sense out of everything. Well, you do know. Well, listen, nigga. Don't you got a son? Would you want your son saying, Daddy, I like her, and it's a man? See, that's what I ask niggas like him, who think they could just, logically finesse everything. No. I'm gonna ask you a direct question, Brandon. Save the word salad, okay? We know you went to college. Save the word salad. Leave it for the Cinderella soup, nigga, okay? If your son is at a game and he start telling you how he liked that cheerleader, and you know that cheerleader is a man, how would that make you feel as a father? Then now you have to now try to rewire your son's brain about what the hell he just saw. But we still out here talking about black women need this and that. This is what we like to talk about. We like to talk about black women shaking their asses. This is what we like to talk about. We're not talking about this real shit like this. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about the important shit. Yes, Shaw Newsom, this is heartbreaking for the young. Exactly. Do you see what they're doing? Brothers, do y'all see what's going on? Do y'all see what's going on? Like I said, what if this transsexual makes ESPN cover? What about all the young athletes? We're not talking about grown men. We're talking about our sons. We're talking about our sons. What happens? What happens? Where are the straight men in the NFL? Where's the outrage? Nobody can say anything about this, right? We just have to shut up, right? That's what all y'all publicists is telling y'all, to be quiet. Bronze Dip said that's why Dwayne Wade and his weird wife need to be completely canceled from promoting this BS. Exactly. I agree. Especially Gabrielle Union. She promote the shit out of it. And he's a little boy. Black Reacher, salute. 504 Mike, what's good? Torrin says, now you got Ray J out here telling straight men they need to show more love to the academy. I know he's doing that for a bag. Wow. Well, it's not just for a bag. Come on, Torrin. We know, bro. We know that Ray J is zesty. We know Ray J zesty. Ray J is zesty. We've been through that. When he got into the beef with Fab, he came out the closet. He's zesty. Ray J zesty. What's up, lovely piece? Good to see you, sweetheart. It's been a minute. Good to see you. Clown Shoe says taking a knee is a Masonic symbol of surrender. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. I forgot Sam something. Forgot his name. It's Akuma says, I don't want my daughter raised in the Cardi B culture. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. What do you think? What do you think is giving birth to what we speaking about now? A lot of these these trans dudes, they're thoughts. They're thoughting. They thoughting around. Yeah, Michael Sam. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they're part of thought culture. They listen to Megan and Cardi and all of them, Akuma. They listen to all of them. Working hard on the channel. Keep doing your thing, lovely piece. You got my support. Keep doing your thing. Yeah, Megan is well, listen, I put some on my Facebook the other day just to wake a lot of you dudes up. In case y'all didn't know, a stallion is a male horse. So I don't even know why y'all feel comfortable calling Megan the Stallion a stallion, because stallions are male horses. Female horses are mares. So she should be called Megan the Mare, not Megan the Stallion. Men are stallions. A lot of you guys don't know that. Y'all running around here, I want a stallion. And every time I hear you dudes say that, I look at you sideways. Because I shouldn't be hearing no man say he want a stallion. I should hear men saying he want a mare. You understand? Shout out to my brother, the Book of Rona. He says, salute, bro. This programming comes with collateral damage. Literally. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, my brother. It literally does. It literally does. Because I was just speaking on how it's making it difficult for heterosexual men, for straight guys. You got a lot of these Trans Ams thinking that this is what straight dudes do. They're starting to think that all straight guys are on the DL. This is what they're trying to normalize. But y'all want to sit up here and talk about women all day. Why you want to talk about women all day, nigga, if you straight? If you straight, why you want to sit up here and talk about what women are not doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. This is why this is what's manifesting behind all of this shit. And I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about what's manifesting behind all of this black woman, this female hatred. I'm gonna tell y'all what's because this is what's this is just bits and pieces. Where you got these tranny men running around here acting like wild hoes, thinking they could run up on straight niggas now. Like, yeah, nigga, I know you want this. No, you must want. Let me not say that. No. No. But this is the collateral damage. This is the collateral damage. To where now, even the straight men, heterosexual men, are now being classified as, oh, well, you still probably like it. You probably wouldn't turn it down. I know somebody who could get it out you. You hear a lot of this shit now. Sugar Bum says, y'all not from the South. Y'all not from the South. Oh, y'all not from the South. They definitely call women stallions. Yeah, I know. I know. Yup. Sheep, you got to get out of New York. Nah. I've been out of New York actually. But the correct term is not a stallion. Stallions are male horses. I don't want a male horse. I don't want a woman who looks like a male horse. Okay, Sugar Bum? They do in Alabama, yeah. Where a lot of that DL, where a lot of that shit go on at. A lot of that go on down. Listen, I'm in North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. I listen, I know a lot of that DL shit, I know. You ain't telling me nothing new. I know. Just Jay said, I get the lingo, I get the context. I'm just more mindful about the word. Right, exactly. Exactly. Because if you're going to use the right word, you got to use it in the correct context. Please stop. Definition and languages changes all the time when used as slang. Okay. 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 So if you want me to call male horses female horses, okay. I'm not gonna do it, but okay. Okay. I'm not gonna do it, but okay. Torian says, I don't know if you saw it, wouldn't blame you if you did, but there was a video that came out in Dallas where some kids were in a drag bar tipping them and walking with them. It was even babies. What? It was babies in there? Dallas, another place, another DL hub. Dallas, that's a DL hub. There's a lot of DL dudes in Dallas. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kwakiya says, I'm from Florida. They refer to women as stallions if they have long, strong looking legs. Okay. No doubt. No doubt. Right. I ain't conforming either, Charles. I'm not conforming either, brother. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Because if I conform, then I'm basically telling my sons to just accept this shit too. When listen, when you're a straight masculine guy, you're not gonna just tolerate shit. That's and I'm starting to notice, and it's sad to say this, but that's like a huge side effect in today's society. Being a straight masculine man, you're looked at as angry all the time, mad. Um, you're very standoffish. You don't like to work with people. You're not a team player. And it's not any of those things. It's just that there's certain things that we're not going to accept around us because as being straight masculine men, we're not going to have any of that jelly back kind of stuff around. And being that is now acceptable, it's like we have to accept it around us. And it's like, no, we don't have to accept it around us. We can accept it existing, but we don't have to accept that and have to deal with it directly. We shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to, man. Miss Angie says a lot of DL black men in Atlanta and Philly too. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yep. Facts. Facts. Bert says, shout out to all the black women at QT who did not play that mess. Soft Sand says, that's been a goal of mine, more so as of lately, changing my language to fit the original, not to fit the way of these demons to play on semantics. Facts. Facts. Because then you find yourself accepting some shit and you don't even know why you accept it. Torian says, also at the same drag bar, there's a giant pink neon sign that said, it's not going to lick itself. What? I highly doubt they're talking about ice cream. And look, they've even made ice cream into a sexual term. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? They've even made ice cream into something sexual. They've even made ice cream into something sexual. Sugar Bum says, so Sheep Stay Sleep TV. When you a woman is bad, do you mean what? When when you say a woman is bad, do you mean she looks terrible? Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. It does. It depends on context. It does. But listen to what I just said. That's context. There's no context with saying you can't say that it's context by saying a male horse is a female horse. That's not context, Sugar Bum. Yes, bye. Yes, bye. Yes. I'm not a dummy, Sugar Bum. Okay. I know I'm an ex-manosphere nigga, but I wasn't one of the dumb ones. Okay. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm not one of the dumb ones. Okay. I like joking with you though, but I'm not one of the dumb ones. Okay. Swirl is a sexual term. Also, right. They listen, and they're doing this. This is why today's show is profiting off of men's thirst. Because they found a way to sexualize all of this shit, right? And then make you pay for it. See? You got to pay for the cream pie. Pay attention. Follow me, fellas. You got to pay for the cream pie. Right? 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 Right. They don't call it swirling. They call it swirling in the underground. Swirling. What does swirling mean? You mix chocolate and vanilla. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Black man, white woman. Black woman, white man. Now, what is the biggest kind of porn people watch? Swirl porn. You see why every conversation is a divestment conversation? A swirling conversation? Because this is the porn we're watching. Right, my divestment ladies? Y'all love that pink meat, right? You love that pink meat. It's a swirl. It's a swirl. It's a swirl. Right? That's the big thing in the divestment community. And the system getting money off all y'all. at the expense of y'all ignorance. They've turned your sexual desires into forms of income. You see what they've done? Profiting off of your thirst. You want you a white woman that's shaped like a black woman? Pog. 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 And how you know she's a mixture between white and black is not just because of her booty, but because how we spell pog. We spell pog with a P because black women who are extra thick and voluptuous, they spell they fat P-H-A-T, not F-A-T. See? White women never spell fat with a P-H until they start seeing them bodacious black booties that was spelt with a P-H. See that? So that's how you know it's black mixed with white. It's interracial. That's why all your pog, your famous pog porn stars have sex with black men. You see? The swirl. The swirl. Divestment. SYSBM. The same shit we get up here and talk about every day. We talk about everybody else's lives except our own. That's what we do. That's what we do. See? We feed everybody community but our own. Right? See how they get us? See how they get us? Fat white girl. Fat ass white girl. Fat ass white girl. Fat ass white girl. See? Y'all see how this works? Y'all see how this works? Y'all following me now? See? Now they just gonna slap it in your face. Yeah. Yeah. Now we've made interracial dating and swirling and having swirl sex. We've made that cool. We've commercialized that. You notice back in the day, follow me, fellas. Let me know in the chat room if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Notice how back in the day, when you looked in the crowd at the sporting events, football games, basketball games, you didn't see the interracial couple. You didn't see them. They weren't put on a screen. You didn't see them. Thanks, lovely peace. I appreciate you, love. You didn't see them. Notice that. Did you notice that? No, because it wasn't acceptable. We don't know how to make this acceptable yet, so we can make some money off this shit. So over the years, they've made it acceptable. You found out that your favorite players are married to white women. You found out that your favorite players had an obsession with white women, had an obsession with Latino women. And now they're at the games watching their kids play. And you watching, they sitting there at courtside. And you like, oh, they're a cute couple. What you think already happened? What you think already happening with the gay couples? Huh? What you think happening with the gay couples at the sporting events? And what do you think is coming next? The tranny movement. Because you have so-called straight men who want to be at courtside with a Brazilian trans girlfriend. Right? Why can't I bring my tranny escort to the game? Right? So how do we make that acceptable? We throw in the cheerleader. That's how we make it acceptable. We put one in everybody's face every night for a whole NFL season. We throw them in your face. So you can't say you don't accept it. You don't accept what? You got season tickets to the Carolina Panthers game, nigga. What you mean you don't accept it? See how this works? See how this works? Fellas. Nigga, this the real fight. This the shit we really gotta combat. This is the real war, nigga. It's the real war. If you gotta fight to get some vagina from a woman, nigga, that's a woman you don't need to be around. Point blank, period. Let's get off the fuck shit. They're suggesting our sons to be with trannies, and you niggas sitting up here talking about black female fuckery. They're suggesting our sons to be with trannies. You niggas ain't got nothing to say. Oh, you ain't hear about this story. You ain't hear about that. You ain't hear about that though. Oh, you ain't get around to that yet. But you're talking about Young Thug and what Young Thug doing. Another nigga who popularized trans masculinity. But you niggas don't pay attention. He's a young thug, dressed up like a thought. That's called trans masculinity, niggas. Right in your face. You don't even know what you talking about. You don't even know how wrapped up they got us. You don't even see it, bro. You don't even see it, bro. You don't even see it. How you feel some way about a transgender cheerleader when you support Young Thug? This nigga wore mini skirts and brassiere tops and glitter. What you mean you don't want to see a transgender cheerleader? What you mean? You've been looking at one for the past 10 years, nigga. His name's Young Thug. My lifestyle. My lifestyle. My lifestyle. The lifestyle. Zesty. Y'all been looking at a cheerleader. Go look up his pictures. This nigga wearing poom poom shorts in the hood. And this ain't me to be cracking jokes on Thug. Because he don't even know what he represented because he got paid. He don't even understand what he's the face of because he got paid so much fucking money. They pay him so much money that he don't realize what he's the poster child of. He don't even realize it. He gonna realize it when he an old man. And all these little transgender little boys come out talking about how they looked up to Young Thug. That's when he gonna realize it. Thug is like our mother. That's what you're gonna hear. That's when he gonna realize it. Yeah, I saw that too. Shout out to Game of Visions. Appreciate your support. He did that song Down the Street for me. Not a real man in sight. What? On the set. Word? Oh, so he filmed that video down the street from you. And he had a street full of zesties. That's what I'm gonna start calling y'all, zesties. Why these chicks want to call y'all dusties? Y'all are really zesties. Bunch of zesties. Zesty Italian dressing ass niggas. Thugger, dudes be like his lyrics fire though. They don't even know what he be saying. They don't know what he be saying. They just like Thug because chicks like him and he wear, clothes that people say is cute. That's all. These dudes don't be knowing, bro. These dudes don't got their own goddamn brain. Sugar Bump says the gays slay my hair though. They supposed to. They supposed to slay your hair so you could wear it for a masculine man. They supposed to. So your man could come and fuck it up. Cut it out. Cut it out, Just Jay. Cut it out. Cut it out. See, I'm about to end the stream because y'all about to get crazy. I'm about to end the stream because y'all about to get crazy. I'm starting to see a lot of y'all ladies, y'all talking a lot more. Y'all about to get crazy. I'm about to end the stream, fellas, because they about to get crazy. They about to try to get crazy on us. Talking about zesty besties. Stop. 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 Yo, they about to go crazy, y'all. See, because I listen, I know how this go. When I speak on shit like this is when y'all try to come in and get y'all shit off. Stop, because this is for educational purposes only. Stop. Y'all about to go in. I see it. Look at Sugar Bum. Look. Stop. Stop. Yo, let me read a few more comments and then I'm gonna wrap this show up. Let me read a few more comments and I'm gonna wrap this one up, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Shout out to Black Reacher. He says, if someone criticizes a black woman or a type and you feel bothered, that's your problem. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Isakuma says, one of my best friends is gay. It doesn't bother me. Bad decisions bother me from people more than anything. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being gay. None at all. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Mm-mm. But at one time, people actually made that choice. People are not able to make that choice no more because of all of these suggestions that's put out here. You know? Yeah, yeah, zesty. are not to blame either. Yeah, no, no, they're not. But shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Much love to everybody. Salute to all the visionaries. I appreciate y'all for pulling up to today's show. Of course, if you enjoyed the show, the Cash App is going across the screen. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can go. Also, you can donate through the super chat. I appreciate all the donations. I appreciate all the support. Much love to everyone. I appreciate y'all. If you hit the Cash App, if you hit the super chat, I appreciate it. Much love, but most importantly, I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all being here. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share today's show. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And of course, we will be back here tomorrow, same time, 2:45 Eastern Standard Time. It's 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Catch me tomorrow, your host, DS1 Ross. Of course, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. I'm glad y'all enjoyed today's show. Much love to everybody. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build because we are our own agency. We are our own agency. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.